Hello friends, I am Bharat and I welcome you all to part 2 of API Gateway in microservice. In part 1, we spoke about API Gateway in general with its advantages, and in this video, I am going to show you a practical implementation in .NET Core using Ocelot API. If you have not seen part 1, please do so. I have provided link in description below. Without further ado, let's get it cracking. The main goal of using Ocelot, among others, is to take the incoming request and forward them to downstream service. We will see what is upstream and downstream after taking a look at the architecture. In Amazon homepage, data may be aggregated from multiple services. Let's take two services in this example. One is product, another one is user profile. We will create Ocelot gateway to combine data from these two services and at the same time keep these services independent. I have already created product and user profile which are running in port 6001 and 5000 in my local machine. Now let us create the gateway. Let's switch to Visual Studio. We are now in Visual Studio 2019 and let us create a new project and choose .NET Core Web Application with C#. Click Next and let us name it Ocelot API. Create. An empty web application is more than enough for now. Great, the project is now created. You'll notice in Solution Explorer that we have some basic files, startup and program.cs. Let us first add the NuGet dependency and search for Ocelot. Alright. We are using .NET Core 3.1 and I have tested it using the version 15.06, and let us use the same version for this demo. I accept. Very well. Ocelot dependency is now added. Let us now add this as part of middleware. It is something basic. All we have to do is just say services.add OCLOT, and we need to add the dependency injection. That's it, and then come down here and app.use Ocelot. Add the dependency for middleware and wait. The startup is done. Let's save it. And I have already created the products and the user profile API. You'll be able to see that these two are executing in 6001 and 5000 port. So if I go ahead and refresh it, the products API is returning the mobile and accessories, grocery and fashion as the API result, and the user profile is returning the ID 1, name Bharat, wish list count, open orders, address as the data. Now the most important step here is to create the configuration file which will enable the redirection. Let's go ahead and add a JSON file. Add it. I have already copied some of the basic configuration from the documentation, and if you notice, it is pretty simple. All you have to do is provide the upstream and the downstream information and the global configuration. So remember, in the beginning of this video we spoke about the downstream and the upstream path. In this case, downstream is the target API which needs to be called, whenever it is accessed through this gateway API. In our example, downstream is nothing but the product which is hosted in port 6001, which is available here, and it is returning these data. It is accessible through the gateway API using this particular upstream path. So in this case, both the upstream and downstream path are the same. And remember, you have to give the key in case you want to do aggregation, which we will see in a bit. Now the final step will be to add this configuration as part of Web Builder, which should be available in the programs file. Let's save this and let's check the port of this application. So the port is 60073. Let's copy that and give that in the global configuration. So this acts as the base URL, and whenever you say /product, when you give the upstream path as /product, it is going to return whatever value that is available in the downstream product API. Let's see it in action. Okay, so the gateway API is up and running, and let's access product. So you'll be able to see that whatever value that is getting returned in the product API is now getting returned through the gateway API. Now let us add the user profile data as well and aggregate the results. For that, we need to update the configuration file. We already added the product configuration, and now let us add the user profile configuration as well. It is going to be pretty same except for the port, and we have to provide the keys for the user profile and the product as well. So here that rerouting keys will be specified in the aggregates key, and here the upstream path template would be user profile with product. So if the user is going to give the base URL as the localhost 6073 and /user profile with product, it is going to return data from both user profile and product. We have to put this outside. And execute the project. Okay, let's try accessing product and user profile. Now let's try accessing this endpoint. So here the user profile data and the product data is getting returned as an aggregate. This is one of the several use cases of this gateway. I hope you liked the content of this video. Please tell your friends and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.